Hi there and welcome to Metro Woman.
It's a show for women and about women.
And today we're in the kitchen, but not just any kitchen.
No, in my very own kitchen.
And we've got a project. Lori Pedig is our expert today. We're going to do gingerbread houses that are a great project to do with kids or grandkids.
Grandkids, absolutely.
So I'm excited to get a little messy, get a little creative.
We're going to get everything all gooey and sticky and
it should be a lot of fun.
Even a little on our faces.
Oh, watch yourself, Tam. So come back and join us and we're going to learn to make gingerbread houses here on Metro Woman. Well, Lori, we were really excited to get going on these gingerbread houses, so hopefully you can give us some pointers on how to do this with kids, because I have kids at home that like to help in the kitchen. And Tam's got a grandchild that likes to help, so
it's a great tradition to start with your family that hopefully you can do every year and get everybody involved. The baking part of it, I would say, is mostly for the adults, but the kids can come right in when we start mixing up the dough and rolling it out and cutting out the pieces. It can be a whole family affair.
Great.
Well, let's get started with the dry ingredients is what you want to do first.
We're going
to mix the wet and the dry separately so we can combine them properly when it comes to making the dough. What I want you to do, Tam, is I want you to do 5½ cups of flour. You just put that right into your bowl.
All right.
You know what? You could probably give her a hand too by helping with the spices.
Okay.
2.
I'm your co-pilot.
All right.
Okay. Teamwork.
Don't cause a wreck.
Okay.
3.
Shirley. We managed to get an airplane reference in there someplace. Okay, do you have my
I do, y'all. So to that 5 cups of flour, 5½ cups, you're gonna go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That's gonna give our gingerbread a little bit of a rise. So it's a nice puffy gingerbread and it'll make it a little bit lighter so it's
Can
not
I
as
rip
much
the top off of this bad boy?
If you want to, or
okay,
it sticks right in the hole too.
No, I'm ripping the top off.
Does it work for you that
At home, I like to get down in there, really get moving. See how it's creased?
Oh.
It lets you do it.
I learn something new every day.
It's exciting.
1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
Go ahead and add that.
Exciting. Good.
Now we're going to add the spices. The spices are what's going to give it that gingerbread smell. When you bake the pieces up, your whole house is going to smell wonderful like Christmas. Go ahead and do 2 teaspoons of ginger.
Holy buckets, that's a lot. But it is gingerbread house, so.
That it is.
Yeah. Ginger's kind of strong.
It is, definitely.
A very definite taste.
But you need all these to kind of mix together to give you that distinct smell that a gingerbread house should have. Do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I've got a big thing of cinnamon here for you.
You're a mixing fool, Tam.
You're doing good,
with your
Sonia.
skills.
You haven't spilled yet. I'm
know.
impressed. You must have done this before.
A couple times.
And then go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of the cloves.
Okay. I like that it's all teaspoons.
Makes it simple.
Well, then it's not like half of this and 3/4 of that. You can really kind of half pay attention and you're going to get it okay.
Perfect. Now, Tam, if you just want to combine all those so it's mixed up, now we're going to start on the wet ingredients.
Do that.
And in the instructions, it's going to tell you how to mix these in a certain way. That way we get the best combination. We're going to have 1 cup of shortening, which is, I use Crisco, or you can have lard, whatever you have in the house.
Okay.
You just want to warm it up so it's nice and soft and throw that into your bowl.
And we did that before.
We did do that before. Yes, we did.
We just did it in the microwave for about 15 seconds.
Yep, perfect.
Just enough that
the magic of TV.
Yes.
We were prepared. Okay.
And to the shortening, I want you to go ahead and add 1 cup of sugar, and then we're going to combine those 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are ½ cups, so you have to do 2 of those.
Okay. I'm trying to get a little scoop here. Kind of feeling like Fred Flintstone. He has the big digger. I watch a lot of cartoons.
Now, Sonia,
I haven't watched Fred in a while.
go ahead and blend those together for me. With the mixer.
Okay.
Yep, you want to use your mixer.
Make sure it's good incorporated.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll start adding the rest of the goodies.
Mixer's nice and quiet.
And while she's doing that, Tam, if you want to crack 2 eggs and lightly beat them, I'll give those to you.
Right.
When baking, if you let your eggs sit out and get closer to room temperature, they're going to incorporate a lot better into your ingredients.
Oh, I always forget that.
Yep.
Get
Just,
them out ahead of time.
Set them out for a little bit and they'll be good to go.
Right.
You know what? You can just throw those in here if you want.
Oh, okay.
Get them out of the way.
Sure.
That looks good, Sonia.
Okay, it's kind of clumpy. Is that all right?
Yep, that's perfectly fine. We're going to add a few more things to there.
Okay.
1 more.
Another dump.
Great. Now, to the mixture that we have going, you're going to add 1 1/4 cups of dark molasses. And this is going to give your gingerbread the color and it'll help give it the smell. And if you dump it out, you can just push the bottom through and it'll pour it all in.
What kind of a measuring cup is that? I've never.
You can get these at, at any specialty store.
That is cool.
What that does, instead of having your sticky ingredients inside and having to dig them out, it just pushes everything out nice and clean.
Now that every kitchen should have, and I don't, so.
Christmas
yes, stocking stuffer.
It's perfect for peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter, but if you put it in there, you don't have to try to dig it out. And I cook with it.
They're easy to find.
Yep, any specialty store should have them.
Okay.
All right, I'll take that from you.
Okay, I'm impressed.
Perfect. So go ahead and blend those two together.
With the mixer again?
With the mixer again, yep.
All right.
See that?
It's flying all over.
I totally would not want to get you, I promise. I swear.
We just want to incorporate all those ingredients. A little bit more.
Let me pick it up a notch. I'm getting crazy now. Look out, Tam.
All right, Sonia, that looks good to me. You can turn that off.
See, don't take it out.
I went a little faster at the end. Sorry.
I do know that much.
Okay.
Now what I'm going to have you do is we're going to pour the eggs in and incorporate the eggs.
Okay.
Do I get to mix again?
You get to mix again.
Yes. There you are.
Okay. She didn't even jump this time.
So we have aprons on to
That's
protect the
right.
clothes.
That's the steering wheel.
Protection on.
Fine.
Yes.
Oh, it's getting kind of slimy. Is that all right?
That is perfectly fine because right now you can go ahead and stop with that. We are going to start adding the dry ingredients that we previously mixed
and I
up.
have them well.
And actually, when we add these, we want to add them 1 cup at a time. So if you grab your cup out of the flour, this is going to let us keep the consistency that we want. So if we dump it all in and it gets too dry, then you're kind of stuck. And if you just do it 1 cup at a time, it'll incorporate everything and then we'll work up to the proper consistency.
Okay, Sonia,
So,
there's 1 cup.
Put that in there, mix it up. Can you guys smell the gingerbread? It smells.
It smells really good. More about building fun gingerbread houses with your family when we come back on Metro Woman. Welcome back. We're here with Lori Pedig. She's helping us get some gingerbread houses put together here, and we're working with the dough now. We've gotten all our ingredients incorporated. And so now what do we do?
This point here is we're going to try to make it more like a bread dough. We want it pliable but not sticky, but you don't want it too stiff that when you roll it out, it likes to crack. So we're just going to add a little bit of flour and we're going to work it on the table. Let's see what we got here. If you feel on the inside it's still pretty sticky, go ahead and add some flour to it, and then I want you to knead it like you would bread. There you go. Perfect. And just start incorporating all of it together. And it's going to look white right now with the flour, but once we work that all in, it's going to turn back into our nice dark dough again. Now this gingerbread house recipe is going to make 3 houses that will be able to, if you got a couple kids, you only have to do this recipe once. You'll have enough pieces for everybody. All right, how's it feeling?
Kids will really enjoy this.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Let me feel into the doughs here. Oh, that's perfect. Where you touch it, it doesn't stick to your hand.
Perfect, Tam.
It's not sticking to the counter. Okay, let's feel Tam's.
Okay, make sure.
Perfect also.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Now, Sonia, what I'm going to have you do, let's combine the 2 doughs. Mix them all together there.
All right. Wow.
Wonderful. And then if you keep it lightly floured, that'll just keep it from sticking to the counter. Because as it sits and as it gets warm, it will get sticky again. Now the great thing about this recipe is you do not have to make the gingerbread houses right away. You can refrigerate it. It can last up to 2 weeks in the refrigerator as long as you wrap it in saran wrap. And all you have to do is let it sit out to get to room temperature before you work with it. So if you've got an afternoon to make it, but you don't want to make the houses till the kids come home from school, pop it in the fridge. It'll be perfectly fine for up to a week or 2.
Oh my gosh.
That would be good.
All right, we're ready to start making houses.
Okay, all right.
We're actually going to take the regular cookie sheet and turn it backwards. So we have got a flat working surface, and when we cut out the pieces, we just leave them right on here. Pop it in the oven, and you're ready to go. That way you don't have to transfer your pieces or change the position of them. So you guys both. There's some for you. You know, let's get you a little bit more here. And some for you. And what I want you to do is go ahead and put it down on the cookie sheet, and then we're just going to spread it out a little bit on its own. So when you roll it, it'll go along with the cookie sheet shape. Perfect. Now, the rolling pin will stick to the dough if you don't flour your surface first. So go ahead and put a little sprinkle of flour on top of your gingerbread.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. And then just kind of spread it out.
Okay.
And you can roll.
This sucker really isn't moving. That's a good tip.
I hate it when they're sliding all over the place.
That is very good.
Now, when it comes to rolling out the dough, you want the dough to be about 1/4 of an inch thick, similar to what a pie crust would be. You're gonna have a little bit more to go. You should be able to fill the whole top of the cookie sheet with the gingerbread
I just
crust.
wanted to give it to Tam. She was getting jealous that I had, that I had the rolling pin. And she was
hogging the whole
she
rolling
was
pin.
Pinless.
I should have brought 2. All right.
Good work, Tam.
Look at that.
Tam's looks quite lovely.
You could go pro.
All right, Sonia, let's see if you can match hers.
I don't know. She had the mojo. How'd you get yours to make like a rectangle
It's
so
a
nice?
secret.
I know.
That looks lovely.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yay.
All right.
Now, Sonia, I'm going to have you just take a lightly dusted flour, sprinkle it over
Okay.
the top of yours, and actually use your fingers. That'll be
All right.
better. So you don't get quite so much. All right, spread it out, and you've got enough on your
I have enough?
gingerbread.
Okay.
Yeah. And now it's time to go ahead and cut out our pieces. I'm going to grab the stencils, and I'll get the paring knife, and we'll be ready to go.
Okay. While she's getting that, you take a commercial break and come back and see us on Metro Woman.
But first, here's a quick and easy recipe from Kayla Westergaard from the Iowa Egg Council.
If you're looking for an easy breakfast on the go, or even a great appetizer at your next party, try a petite quiche. The ingredients you'll need are 2 cups of milk, 4 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of biscuit baking mix, 1/4 of a cup of butter, softened, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1 10-ounce package of chopped broccoli, 1 cup of cubed ham, and 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. Let's get started. In a large bowl, you want to combine your eggs, milk, biscuit baking mix, and your Parmesan cheese and butter. Combine those. And you'll want the batter to be a little lumpy so it's not over mixed and dry. So our quiche batter is mixed, and now we'll just add in our shredded cheddar cheese and our broccoli and diced ham. And with quiches, you can use a multitude of ingredients. You can use leftovers, but today I'm going with a broccoli, cheese, and ham mixture. Our egg mixture is ready to go. Now we'll just pour our mixture into a greased muffin tin, and then we'll put it in the oven at 375 degrees for 50 minutes. When we come back, petite quiches.
Moving my mind and my hands at world record speed. I'm Luke Myers. If you want to be incredible, eat incredible.
Eggs. Incredible energy for body and mind.
And there you have it, petite quiches. Great for breakfast or your next party. Thanks for joining me. I'm Kayla Westergaard.